we're at ElevenLabs, an AI that helps us generate images, essentially do text to speech, and also allows us to change voices in recordings for dubbing. It's fascinating. It can translate between languages, convert text to SFX, and even clone voices. So how can we get started with this tool? Simply click Get Started for free and then hit the Sign Up with Google button. Once there, you can use Google or create a custom account with your own password. It's up to you. And that's how we can get set up here at ElevenLabs. Alright, how can we generate audio from text using ElevenLabs? Well, basically we need an account, and we'll go to the text to speech section. We'll select this area, and here it says start typing here to paste your text. We'll paste the text here. It shows 85 of 5,000 characters, 10,000 credits left, and various settings. The Tray Studio is better for long form content, as it says here, but let's go back and generate the voice we want. These voices are in my language, but there's American, transatlantic, British with labels like narrative, informative, educational. If we click show all, you'll see we have many more options available. So I'll select this voice and add it to my voices. As you can see, we have some statistics here. From here we can choose if it's multilingual, V2 or V2.5, and we can adjust the speaking speed stability, which basically makes it more consistent between regeneration. This means when you regenerate the same speech, it'll be more stable. But it can also make the sound a bit monotonous in longer text segments, so we can make it more variable for a more expressive tone. As you see, it says lower than 30% causes instability, higher makes it monotonous. We'll set it to 60%. Then we have similarity for sound clarity. Style exaggeration is based on the speaker's style, whether it should be more exaggerated. In this case, there's no uploaded audio, so it doesn't really matter. I've turned on speaker boost to make it sound louder. Once we have everything set, we'll generate the speech, and there we have it generated, and that's how we can generate text speech. Alright, let's see how we can create sounds or sound effects with ElevenLabs. We'll head to the sound effects section where we'll describe our desired effect. I've used GPT to write a description of a soccer ball bouncing on a metal surface. I've got the English description here, okay? Now, I'll input the description. If we go to settings, you'll see we can adjust the duration. The best duration for this would be about 0.5 to 2 seconds, right? Let's see what happens. We can either stick to the prompt as is or make it more creative. I'll set it to 50% creativity and hit generate sound effect. It gives us 3 or 4 options, and well, they're pretty decent sound effects. Alright, now I'm going to try generating a sound. This one's been simple, an I spell sound. I'll ask it to translate the prompt to English. Done well, so we'll keep the same settings and create a spell sound. Basically a nice spell. Let's see what it does. That was pretty quick. I should mention that in this case, I might have needed a few more seconds, maybe 3 or so. But the last one was a really good generation, I must admit. The final generation was excellent. So there you have it. That's how you can easily create sound effects without any issue. Or we can change voices using ElevenLabs. So as you know, we've got our ElevenLabs account set up and we're heading to the voice changer section. Here we click record audio, enable microphone, allow mic access, and choose which microphone to use. Once selected, we hit start. After recording, click generate to start processing. Here's the usual setup where you pick the voice, stability, similarity, and other options. Hit generate speech. Please subscribe, like if this helped, and share with friends. Share with your friends. So there you have it, okay? The quality is much better if you use text to speech, but it's interesting if you have a recorded voice and a cloned voice, as this tool can be quite useful. For now, I don't see it going much further, but in the future, maybe for having someone else record for you and then applying your voice, that sort of thing, right? So that's it for this explanation. How to dub our voice. So within ElevenLabs, we have a section called Dubbing, which handles dubbing and allows us to dub into 29 languages. We simply click on Create New Dub and select our source language, which would be, we've set it to translate from Spanish to English, okay? And we can choose the audio source, right? You can upload it, pick a YouTube video or whatever we prefer, okay? It's up to us. We set the number of speakers, say 1 since it's just me here, and choose the dubbing range or select all. As you can see, it cost me 1688 credits. Let's hit create dubbing and you can see it's processing, and there we have the dub, okay? Now we open it and as you'll see very well, we are in ElevenLabs. It also helps us to, and there's my dubbed voice. It's true that it gave me a bit of an Indian accent, okay? English speaking, but with an Indian pronunciation. I don't get it, but I guess my voice must be similar and AI interprets it that way, but it speaks much better English than I do. So great, how can we start? Okay, it's not the best or cheapest tool, but it's just another feature of ElevenLabs. How to create an audiobook, article, or podcast with ElevenLabs. Basically, we'll find ourselves in this section, which is the home page. From here, we'll basically go to the studio section. Here we can start from scratch, which is the option to write and then generate. Also, the cool thing is that I think I'm going to try to write a bit more. I'll hit play, and I think it can play without using credits. Well, that's not true. It does use credit. Honestly, ElevenLabs is a bit excessive with credits, charging for everything. You can also create an audiobook by uploading a PDF file, which it converts to audio. It's interesting, but I'm not sure about the cost or specifics. They also let you create a voice article based on a web page or make a podcast. These are some extra options ElevenLabs offers. How to do voice isolation with ElevenLabs. In ElevenLabs, we start here in the audio tools drop down where we have the voice isolator. This voice isolator lets us upload audio and click isolate voice. What this tool does is, if there's background music, creating an audiobook or podcast with ElevenLabs. What this tool does is basically, in case, as I mentioned, right? If there's background music or noise, it can be removed easily. This tool is useful for extracting voices from songs, videos, or even movies, okay? And more. So that's how this tool works. How to detect if audio was made with ElevenLabs, likely the most used AI for audio generation, voice creation, and even sound effects. Let's go to the homepage and try it with two examples, okay? I had made a sound effect earlier, and it seems there are some here. To avoid misuse, I found the history. Now we'll upload files to AI Speech Classic Fire, where we can identify if audio was AI generated or not. First, I'll upload one of my own videos, okay? Let's see what percentage it gives for my voice being AI generated. I'm not sure if this will use my credits. We'll see now. Here we can see the probability of it being AI audio is 2%. Now I'll upload an audio that is from ElevenLabs. I'll rename it. I think the name doesn't matter, but I'll upload it anyway. Now it says 28%. Truth is, I generated it with ElevenLabs, and even ElevenLabs can detect it made it. So this detector doesn't work great, but there you have it. Alright, let's check out ElevenLabs pricing. We'll head to the subscription section. They offer 10,000 credits monthly, about 10 minutes of audio. For just $5 a month, you get 30 minutes of audio. You can clone your voice, use the dubbing editor, and get a license. At $11, you get 2 hours of audio, which is quite pricey. $100 gets you only 10 hours of audio, $330 for just 40 hours of audio. Imagine you're a creator dubbing weekly 30-minute videos to English. You'd need to pay at least $11 monthly for that. Seems little, but that's for just one video a week. If you upload a half-hour video daily, that's 15 hours, costing $330, which seems absurd. This is for dubbing into just one language, not multiple languages. So these are the prices. I believe Anuali offers 2 free months if you sign up. Oddly, the 50% discount seems to have disappeared for some reason. Anyway, that's how this plan works. They show their customers, interested parties, and available tools. That's it for this guide. I hope you found it helpful. See you in future guides.